At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio, we embrace unique.
A type of necklace, maybe. It's a bunch of different colors.
And since we do everything in-house, we can make any dream come true.
Make it kind of look like a rainbow.
Embrace unique.
My mom makes beautiful jewelry.
At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio. Design or shop now at morgantownjeweler.com.
It's Spencer and Keen, yeah, it's fine jewelry.
We make jewelry for every moment.
Well, sometimes it's for like an engagement ring or marriage. Sometimes it's for a special occasion. Jewelry is perfect for gifts.
Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio.
My mom makes beautiful jewelry.
Design or shop now at morgantownjeweler.com.
It's Spencer and Keen, yeah, it's fine jewelry.
We make jewelry. At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio, we embrace unique.
A type of necklace, maybe. It's a bunch of different colors.
And since we do everything in-house, we can make any dream come true.
Make it kind of look like a rainbow.
Embrace unique.
My mom makes beautiful jewelry.
At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio, we embrace unique.
A type of necklace, maybe. It's a bunch of different colors.
And since we do everything in-house, we can make any dream come true.
Make it kind of look like a rainbow.
Embrace unique.
My mom makes beautiful jewelry.
Hi. How's everyone doing? Welcome to my live stream today at Spencer & Keen Fine Jewelry Studio. I am Katherine. Nice to see you. And today we are going to be melting some estate jewelry to repurpose it and make something new. And I'm hoping that you can join us today to see what we're making and understand what we do here at Spencer & Keen, because what we do is pretty cool here. The main thing that we do here is we design, we make, we recycle, we reuse. We're artists, we're designers. We're different from your average jewelry store. Most jewelry stores, you go in and you buy some jewelry. It's someone's jewelry that a big factory has designed, or maybe it's a wholesale jeweler and they're putting their jewelry all across the country. Well, we do things a little different here. We make everything in-house. We don't buy other people's jewelry. We make our jewelry. So I think last week I had picked some pieces that I was going to be melting, repurposing to make into something new. And let's revisit a couple of those pieces. So first piece we had was this bracelet, and I've already started disassembling it. I hope no one wanted it. So we've got this bracelet, and it had a part on it that was a little sapphire. We've got this little teeny bezel set sapphire. And then we had just a plain gold band. We had an onyx ring with this little, it's a signet ring that has a little stripe of onyx in it. And then we had this opal and diamond 18 karat heavily textured ring. So we're going to be taking these pieces and we're going to make them into something new. And the first thing that we do is when a customer comes in, we take a look at what they have. So I have taken a look at what we have. These are the pieces that we're going to be working with. So that's the first step, is just evaluation. What's there? So the second step is the design part. So what I've done is I have taken these pieces, and let me get the right angle here. There we go. I like that one. I've taken these pieces that we're going to be using, and I've drawn up some different designs. I've got lots of different things going on here. They're all just from my head. This isn't anyone asking me to do anything. Normally, when I design, someone says, I want a necklace or I want earrings and I want it to have XYZ style. You know, I listen a lot and I draw back and forth and we talk and we decide and we eventually get to the place where we're actually designing something. So this is just an example of a design page, but this is just me as an artist. This is where my brain goes. You can see it's kind of all over the place. We've got modern styles. I've got a kind of an Art Nouveau style over here. I've got all of these are in the range of a necklace or pendant, but you know, I've got something that I've got two-tone with black and silver and kind of flush set white diamonds and black diamonds. This piece is using, I've got these cool black diamonds that I was thinking I could make a necklace center utilizing these black diamonds. You know, I've got lots of different things going on. This is kind of a little bit more sleek. This is a little curvy, like I said, Art Nouveau. This design, you know, I've got little drops of diamonds coming down. This one's got kind of like a Japanese pagoda influence. This one's a little bit of evil eye. That's John's fault. His evil eye designs have just kind of like infiltrated into my brain. Anyway, that's what that one is. You know, I've got a big, bold, chunky statement piece with black and silver and outline of 18 karat, very simple diamond settings. This one's kind of like a, I don't know, it's an exploded halo. So I've got a deconstructed halo pendant. I just named that right now. This one is, you know, on the larger side, but still very simple, kind of taking the halo and expanding it across the design. And then this one, I've got a mixture of black diamonds, white diamonds. I'd be adding the black diamonds if I did anything. And I've got 18 karat sterling silver. And unless anybody has anything else to say, I kind of feel like that's the one that I want to make today. I don't know. What do you think? All right. So that, I think I'm going to make that one. I think that's what I'm going to try to work on today. All right. So now that I have my design, the next part is taking what I have and basically deconstructing it. So the main piece that I'm going to be using is this one. This is the 18 karat ring. It has the diamonds that I need. It has the opal that I need, but I'm going to be resetting all of the stones and then I'm going to be melting this gold. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut right into it. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go in from the side here and just start cutting at the ring. Right. Do some on the other side. And actually, I'm going to unset this opal too while we're here. Just to set it aside and get it out of the way because opals can be fragile. So I'm just gently opening up those prongs, And we'll put that little guy to the side. Well, that's interesting. They colored it black underneath. That enhances the color of the opal, although he's still pretty nice. All right. All right, there we go. I've got, at the very least, the shank removed from the ring. Now the rest of those diamonds, I'm going to put those aside for now. Now, there's a bunch of other metal in there, and I can't mix everything all together. I'll just have you take a look at this. There's multiple things going on there. There's a white colored halo. There's the center part. There's a whole bunch of solder in there, and we actually can't use that in the design. And so, you know, we want to make sure that we are removing any of the impurities. And so to do that, part of that is removing the solder. Okay, so I know I can definitely use that shank, and that's gonna go into our melting pot here. If I were doing this for a customer to just keep track of the gold, I would also take my time and remove some more of the 18 karat from this, so that I could just make sure to have everything all together in one spot. Okay, but for today's purposes, I'm going to set that aside also, and we have our shank. Now, because this piece is going to be 18 karat and sterling silver, I am not going to mix in the 10 karat ring or the 14 karat ring. I don't really want to mix 10, 14, and 18 karat. I want to keep those things separate so that, you know, we make sure to keep all the carats the same. You don't want to mix. So those are actually going to go to the side, and I will melt them, but not in the same pot. The 14 karat ring, I don't have to do anything to that. I would just end up melting that. And then now the 10 karat ring, that has a little baby diamond in it, which I'm going to need for my design. So we're going to take that out. Let's see here. I put away all my tools. I cleaned my bench top. Now I got to search for things because they're all put away so nicely. Okay. So let's get this little guy out. Okay. Here we go. Up. There it goes. All right, so we've got the diamond out of there. I'm going to put this little teeny tiny diamond over to the side because we need it. Every diamond counts. And then if I were going to melt this, the other thing I would need to do is remove this little bit. Let's see here. Let's just see what happens if I hit it with a hammer, because hitting things with hammers is fun. Okay. It's starting to break up. This onyx, it looks like, has been embedded with a whole bunch of epoxy also, maybe on the underside. Let's give it a couple. Should I use a bigger hammer? Not a bigger one. Ooh, bigger hammer. Let's see here. It's definitely, this onyx is, I think it's actually not a solid piece of onyx. I think it's multiple pieces of onyx that are embedded in epoxy. So it's not actually a true inlay of onyx. They cheated, those silly people who made this ring. But that's okay. All right, so we've got all of that out of there. We've got our beautiful little smushed ring now, ready to be melted. All right, so we've got the diamond out of there. The diamond is a diamond. The onyx was an epoxy embedded onyx mixture of weirdness. It happens. So we're not going to worry about that. All right. The rest of these things, we're going to put them to the side. We can melt them together, but we don't need them for this project right here. Oh, and then you know what? I don't know that I added in the design the little sapphire. Where should we put that? We need to put it somewhere. Maybe maybe at the very bottom. It's like a little added extra duber at the bottom. Right there. Does that look good? What do we think? Yes? No?
The circle above it.
The circle of, oh, okay. So we've got some of our pieces and parts now. We've got the opal that's going to go there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've got the opal that's going to go there. And then eventually I'll take out these white diamonds and put them there, but I'm going to mix them with some black diamonds. And I think also maybe some brown diamonds. I think I'm going to use multicolored of diamonds inside of there. But I think I like that down below.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can put that down there. All right, now we've got all of our pieces and parts. Okay, let's melt some 18 karat. So I have my crucible set up, and I'm gonna move this down here. And I have my ingot maker set up here. Okay, and I'm actually, I think, should I make that a little bit closer? Maybe I should make it a little bit closer. I don't have a lot of 18 karat here that I'm gonna melt. So I don't want to give myself too big of a space. All right, there we go. Nice hot torch. And there it goes. Goodbye, heavily textured ring. You are not salvageable anymore. I'm actually going to turn. Oh, my flame just went out. Hold on. And get that back going. There we go. All right. I've just got a little guy down there. Come on, little guy. Why are you sticking? That's okay. Is that what hammers are for, Charlotte? Oh. Why is it not behaving? I'm sorry, was that really loud? I know. Why is it doing it? Oh, wait. I got it. Okay. Oh, I see. I got stuck underneath. Some of the flashing pieces got stuck underneath. It's just flashing pieces. Those are just, so there's these little parts that they extend out past the crucible, and they're kind of like, they're just little thin parts, and it's called flashing. It's where the ingot maker does not have a perfectly tight fit. And so because it doesn't have a perfectly tight fit, then sometimes things don't become perfectly tight and they flash. Pew! I know, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Charlotte, do you know what I was just doing there? I was digging for gold. Oh my God. I was digging. I found it. I'm sorry. It's a big one. Okay, don't eat it. It's gross. Okay. I'm sorry. Is it? Yeah. Is what edible? 24. 24 karat. Yes, that's edible. Okay. All right. So I've got my little mini ingot here, and the rest of my design calls for. Yes, I'm just shooting gold places. Charlotte is looking around, going, "Where is that going? Is it going to hit me in my eye?" I promise I won't hit you in your eye. Okay, so we're gonna look back at our design. I need essentially a circle. I need a circle, and then I'm going to be cutting out a circle from the circle and putting a circle into the circle in the circle. Yes. Okay. So I need to make this into a circle. I can use the rolling mill to make it into a circle. I can also start by hitting it with a hammer and making it into a circle. I can use my thing over here. Here. Okay, it takes a long time to hammer something. So instead, I'm gonna go put it through the rolling mill. Okay? Now, if Charlotte could travel with me. Do you guys want Charlotte to travel with me? Or we could go to a tiny bit of a break. Does anyone have an opinion? A thought? Does Charlotte want to come with me? You can have me roll this and then she can travel back. Okay, she's coming with me. We're going. Hammering long. So because hammering takes a long time, we're gonna put this through the rolling mill. And then it comes back out, and I'm gonna tighten it down, and then it's gonna come back out.
How thick are you gonna make it? Thin.
It's not gonna be very thick. It is going to be about 1 millimeter thick when I'm done. We're about halfway there, but Charlotte's going to come back with me because now I need to anneal my metal. I need to make it softer again. Okay, come with me. All right. So annealing metal is when you are making it softer to use it. Make it more malleable. Because this is 18 karat, it stays a little softer, a little longer. To anneal it, I have to bring it to a bright red color, kind of slowly, and then keep it there for a tiny bit. And that's it. Now I'll take it and quench it. There. And then before I roll it again, I'm going to try. And then we'll go roll some more. But this time I'm going to bring my millimeter gauge with me. That is a millimeter gauge. I'm going to bring it with me. Okay. Let's make it smaller. Or bigger. It's bigger, but oh. Okay, just for fun, we're gonna measure it. Where are we? Oh my gosh, we're exactly at 1 millimeter. Well, I'm gonna make it a little thinner, because we can. Where are we now? 0.8, that is 20 gauge. That's still appropriate. I think we can get, we might have to change the size.
Oval.
Oval? Make it oval? Ovular?
And then I'll mirror the
Oh.
oval.
Okay.
Oval.
An oval?
I don't know. You do whatever you want to do.
Right. We'll go back here. Is the overhead camera just doing something funky? Just thinking about it. There we go. So we're going to anneal the metal again, make it softer again. All right. And we'll quench it again. And dry it again. Okay, so let's see here. Just to look at what I actually drew. I mean, if I suppose I can either change the design, or I can make this a tiny bit thinner. There's nothing that says that I can't. I'm in charge. It's true. Okay, now Charlotte was suggesting that I make it into an oval to accommodate the design change. So what do we have? We could fit that size oval. And then we still could do a circle for the black and silver part, and then we could still do the opal underneath and the same veil. So we could slightly change the design to an oval. No? Charlotte says no. She says no. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, wait, what if we change it to an oval that way? No, I don't like that either. I like the circle. Okay. Let me go make it a little bit thinner.
Am I traveling?
I'll be really fast. Okay. I'm just over here, making it bigger.
At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio, we embrace unique.
A type of necklace, maybe. It's a bunch of different colors.
And since we do everything in-house, we can make any dream come true.
Make it kind of look like a rainbow.
Embrace unique.
My mom makes beautiful jewelry.
At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio. Design or shop now at morgantownjeweler.com.
It's Spencer and Keen, yeah, it's fine jewelry.
I'm back. Hi. All right, so I've made it thin enough. I'm going to anneal the metal again. I'm moving it for dramatic effect, so that if you don't like things spinning in circles. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's get that annealed. I'm even gonna do the other side. You don't really have to do the other side, but this metal is very work hardened. So I'm actually going to quench it and then I'm going to do it again. How do I know what?
Work hardened.
How do I know it's work hardened? It's very springy. And until I start seeing the flat sheet actually moving down, it is still work hardened. So I might have to do this a couple times. I'll do it one more time, just for good measure. I just want to see that. I want to watch the metal move and flatten. I really love this spinning solder plate. I got this a few years ago and it's wonderful. I didn't even know that it existed. But I was watching, of course, social media. You know, that's where you learn everything these days, right?
As one does.
Yes, as one does. And I saw someone spinning one around. I was like, I need that. I really need that in my life. So I got one. It wasn't expensive. Made me need it even more. All right, so quench it, dry it, and let's look at our design again. I've got plenty of space to cover my circle. So I could cut out a circle by hand, or I could use this handy dandy circle cutting tool to cut the circle for me. I think that sounds more fun. Okay, what size do we have here? I've got, it's an inch. It is exactly an inch. It's like sometimes I know what I'm doing. Okay, 1 inch. That's handy because this circle right here is an inch. Okay. So, let's cut out a circle. So I have my circle cutter, I have my metal. This particular circle cutter doesn't really want to cut any more than probably an 18 gauge thickness, which is 1 millimeter thick. But just for fun, I still have this huge hammer, even though I don't really need it to cut this thickness of metal, but I'm going to use it anyway because it's big. and it's fun. And this is the tool that is used to cut it. So here's the little piece. So I line this up inside of the hole. Press that firm down, and then I'm going to hammer. And I've gotten it to go through. And there's my circle. There we go. Okay, so there's my 18 karat yellow gold circle. I'm just going to clean up the edges a little bit. Okay. And then let's see here. In the design, I know you don't see this from the side. So let me explain what the side view would look like. Erase this part. Because this pendant is not going to be flat. So what's actually going to happen is I'm going to find a pencil that has lead. And then, all right, so I will give myself some guidelines here. This is actually going to be a little bit concave, okay, and where the silver part is going to be flattened down. That's just going to be a flat piece. So I'll erase that part. All right, and that dome will end up having a little bit of thickness to it. So you can kind of see that shape there. Okay, if I come back, then our opal is going to sit. Let's see here, we'll have the bezel here and the rest of the opal. And then I was going to add on that little teeny bezel with the sapphire, and then the top piece, or the bail, is going to end up looking like that. All right, so there's the side view of my pendant. So I actually need to make this flat piece. I'm gonna have to dome it out. The other thing that I need to do is I'm gonna have to cut out a circle from my circle. And then to make a two-tone is where I'm going to be putting a piece of silver back into it. So I'll end up having 18 karat and sterling. Now this circle is too big, so I'll have to cut out a different, which one is big enough? Is it, this one is actually, well, that one's a little small and that one's a little big. I have to find one that's just right. Yeah. In the meantime, let's see here. I'll take my tool apart. This is the leftover 18 karat that I have from cutting out the circle. So we'll put that over here with the rest of the ring. What size circle? I'm gonna cut out, let's start with a 5/8 inch circle that I'm cutting out and see what that looks like. Unless the other circle cutter has more circle choices. I don't know, let's look at these. Actually, maybe 3/4 of an inch is just right. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, so we're gonna put this back in here. smaller circle. Okay, and there we go. There is our circle within a circle. Okay. So we just have to get the right size silver circle. Okay, but then this piece, we're gonna end up doming that out. So to dome it, I'm gonna use another tool, which will dome it. And I don't need a lot of a dome, but just a little bit. I think this is the biggest, nope, there's the biggest circle that I have. There we go. Oh, and I think I have a bigger, I need a different tool. Give me 1 second. All right, so to get the shape right, I want to get the right shape for inside of there. So this one, is it this one? This one? This one looks okay. All right. So we've got a little bit of a dome started on there. It's a little hard to tell. It's a little hard to tell. But I can keep on going with that. So let me get the smaller one. I don't want to shake the camera too much, so I'll go over here. I like that. Yep, that seems about right. So if I put it onto this domed surface, you can see it has that curvature. It's a little hard to tell when it's flat down. So that's so far what I have with the 18 karat. Like I said, the next parts would be assembling in a sterling silver inside to there, doing a bunch of stone setting. You know, the rest of this 18 karat that's here, I can actually start making the bezel that I have for this, because it is a good thickness for actually creating a bezel. And there's the rest of the construction of the pendant. So that's the main part of why I wanted to show you today, I think. And I'm gonna finish up the pendant, but not today. Not on the live. But I will make sure to document the rest of the procedure that I have in making the rest of the pendant. And then it'll be in the store for sale. And if anybody absolutely loves it, then it can be yours. So this is what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. I'm going to be taking pieces, drawing up designs. Maybe I'll even draw up those designs and have you guys vote on them ahead of time. I don't know. What do you think? Send me a message if you want to see the designs ahead of time and vote on them. You know, maybe we can work out some sort of crazy system, like I send you a Spencer and Keen stacking band ring that we're going to be making this year. So maybe if we choose your design. Thanks. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to finish up that design, and then I wanted to touch on what we're going to be melting for next week. All right, so next week we have chosen some pieces that we're going to be melting, and We've got a few different things going on here. We have, let's see here, this very large pendant. You can see how big this is on my chest. There we go. There's my chest. You can see how big that gemstone is. But it's pretty cool. And this is set in 14 karat, large pear-shaped smoky quartz pendant. The second piece that we have is let's see here, a onyx and diamond ring, also in 14 karat. It's size 9 3/4. So same thing, I probably can't reuse that onyx, but I've got this nice little line of diamonds in there, so that's pretty cool. What could I do with those? And then this piece, I've just got some sterling silver. So this is kind of a neat pin, a little bit different. It's got some geometric qualities. It has some, I don't know, it's just got some different textures, but it has a garnet and it has a blue topaz. Okay, and we can repurpose silver. We can melt it and reuse that. But we've got some fun gemstones to play with, some diamonds. We'll have to see what I come up with, what's going on there. Okay, so those are the items that are going to be on sale this coming week until next Monday. And I will be melting them on Monday. So if anyone absolutely needs them as they are, you got to call the store, you got to send a direct message, you got to email us, however you want to communicate. They will be on sale 60% off of the prices that they are listed on the website. So website, online, and in store, they'll be 60% off. So we'll make sure to get those on there. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. I can't wait to see this pendant finished. It's going to be cool. And I bet you can't wait either. So until next week, I will see you later. Thanks for joining us. Katherine Spencer at Spencer & Keem Fine Jewelry Studio. Embrace unique.
At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio, we embrace unique.
A type of necklace, maybe. It's a bunch of different colors.
And since we do everything in-house, we can make any dream come true.
Make it kind of look like a rainbow.
Embrace unique.
My mom makes beautiful jewelry.
At Spencer & King Fine Jewelry Studio. Design or shop now at morgantownjeweler.com.
It's Spencer and Keen, yeah, it's fine jewelry.